Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. With the release of Arcane Season 2, I wanted to make a series of decks featuring some of the main characters to have some fun with and also see what kind of synergies they have together. I've already covered Jinx Vi and Vi Kate, so for this one I have the Ekko Heimer subplot deck. So getting right into it, this deck is standard legal. I'll be using all cards from the standard format, including Ekko and Heimer, which are both standard legal champions. So it's going to be a heavy predict deck that plays around Ekko, but it also has the ability to play around Heimer with big combos like Flash of Brilliance, and a high cost spell, and also protection through Chamber of Renewal. So let's first talk about the champions as per usual, that way I can highlight them, and then also we'll talk about some other key cards after. So Ekko, 4 mana 4/2 with quick attack. On strike, create a fleeting time trick in hand. Fleeting means it will be discarded round end if it's not used. Also, level up you've predicted 4 times this game. When I level up, create 3 chrono breaks in your deck. So let's look at time trick first. On strike, you will get a predict draw. Really nice. Predict is a mechanic that lets you see 3 cards from your deck. You put 1 on top of the deck, and then the rest of the cards are put back into your deck exactly where they were. Predict does not shuffle your deck in any way. It just puts a card on top. Also, Chrono Break is the level up card for Ekko. Revive all allies that died this round, then rally. So you get a big resurrection, and you get an extra attack. So you can use Chrono Break after a full swing, and then you can bring back everything that was blocked and died, and then attack again for a really relentless double attack win con. So Ekko's really good for that. You can also do Chrono Break on defense and get like a free attack out of nowhere when the opponent maybe spends all their mana on a high cost spell, and then you get to take advantage of it with a big attack. So really strong card, really strong effect, especially with multiple Chrono Breaks. You can actually rally multiple times a turn, so you can get out of hand very quickly. The other champion we're going to be talking about is Heimerdinger. So they are working together in Arcane, going through all the subplots and not really doing much. As of right now, they're not really doing a whole lot, but that's alright. You know what? Ekko and Heimer, I'm still cheering for him. So he is a 5 mana 2/4. When you play a spell, create a fleeting turret in hand with equal cost to the spell that you played. It costs 0. So for example, if you play a 3 cost spell, you will get MK3 Apex Turret, which is a fearsome turret. So that's basically what we do. And then we're going to summon a bunch of turrets, and if you summon 12 plus attack worth of turrets, then Heimer will level and then make them even stronger, essentially. So we're going to be swarming with turrets as well if we get Heimer down and also protected. So 2 of the key cards that we're going to be talking about here. We have Chamber of Renewal, which is a 3 cost landmark. When you summon a champion, destroy me to grant the champion +2/+1 and spell shield. So you get to make Ekko a little bit tankier and also more safe with the spell shield. And you can curve this. You can play Chamber of Renewal right on 3, Ekko on 4. Love that. Or you can do some like predicting and stuff on 3, play Chamber of Renewal on 4, and then play Heimer on 5 if that's the hand that you're dealt. That way you can efficiently play around either champion depending on how your hand goes. Next we have Flash of Brilliance, which is a Heimerdinger synergy card. 3 mana burst speed spell, create in hand a random 6 cost spell from your regions and refill your spell mana. So if you have multiple Flashes of Brilliance and then you also have Heimer on the board, you can do like Flash, and then if you have enough mana for the 6 cost plus spell, then you can play that too. And just get multiple turrets and basically turbo level Heimer in like 1 turn, as long as you have the mana to do it. Flash of Brilliance is great because it refills your spell mana and lets you play the 3 mana back for the increased spell, or again, you can like chain Flashes of Brilliance into each other and it feels really cool. The other main mechanic of the deck, we are going to be playing around Predict, since Predict is how we level Ekko, but it's also really nice because it is a consistency mechanic. You basically get to pick what your hand is once you start doing these Predicts. So we have like Ancient Prep, we have the Forsaken Bakai, we have Scrying Sands, Aspiring Chronomancer, Time Trick, Practical Perfectionist, all of this stuff predicts. All of it makes it to where you get to determine what you're drawing each and every turn, so that's super nice. We also have Fallen Feline as a secondary win condition after champions, because if you hit Fallen Feline, right, and you play multiple of these, and then you ever predict a Hexite Crystal, you will get this in your hand, and this is a very powerful swingy card. If the opponent ever gets Hexite Crystal versus you, it feels miserable. So just know that if you are playing this deck and you get Hexite Crystal from a couple predicts, then the opponent is going to be playing on the back foot. You always have this 2 mana fast speed AoE 2 damage at your disposal, and it can also hit the enemy nexus, so really good for a little bit of direct damage in case you need to close out. The main thing we are missing in this deck actually is removal in general. You can swap out some numbers a little bit for like Mystic Shot, just so that you can stop the opponent's strategy while developing your own. But we also have like Quicksand and Riot Negation here as like some flex cards. I'd recommend, swapping out for Mystic if you want. And also another key card is Voice of the Risen. If you've leveled up a champion, allies have +2, +0 while Voice of Risen is on the board. So she can make your 1 and 2 cost units like really, really strong. You get really big swings, you attack with them, they die, you use Chrono Break, rally, attack again, awesome, right? That's how you are going to be winning a lot of games, is like swarming and playing Voice. But what's really cool is Heimerdinger and Voice have some synergy as well. Voice Arisen can buff all of your Heimer turrets. So again, if you're not on like a super consistent, strong like Ekko game that game, and you're on Heimerdinger instead, and his Flash of Brilliance and Voice Arisen, you can actually play around that, and you can actually win some games with Heimer Voice combo. So that's why this deck works pretty well together, funnily enough. As long as you invest in like one of the champions, or you invest in both of them when the resources allow, you can net a lot of wins with this deck. It's a very powerful core. There are very strong Ekko Predict decks out there. So I'm using basically a strong foundation and then adding some fun Heimer stuff to it. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here are 3 live commentary games, so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context to why I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. And for the first game, we have the ever popular Mordekaiser Bandle City. Whether it be like the Kindred second champion or Vex second champion, this one is Yuumi, funnily enough, but it's going to be doing a lot of the same stuff. So this is a version of a meta deck. So we have Drop Border, which we always want to mulligan away, because we want to see this card in predictions. We could honestly keep the Heimer. It's a little unsafe, but we could predict into Champion of Renewal and play around like a pretty safe Heimer, right? So I kind of like the Ancient Prep on 1. See if we hit Chamber, and then like Chamber on turn 3 or 4, and then play a safe Heimer, and then start spamming turrets, because we do have a lot of spells. We'll play the Ancient Prep first. Predict. Show me the cards. We want the Flash of Brilliance. That way we can play Heimer and Flash. So what I'm thinking of doing is Time Trick on 2, Full Float turn 3, hit Chamber of Renewal at some point, Chamber on 4, play Heimer, and the 3 floated mana Flash, and that's our game plan. Time Trick, Ekko or Chamber? Neither. I think this could be a skip and just draw something at random, which we can always do. Ekko. Ha! See? That was a strict upgrade. Remember to press the skip button on the right if you do not see a predict that you enjoy. If you don't like it, well, you don't really need to use it. I think we should float 3 entirely, and then play Ekko on turn 4. We can level the Ekko at burst speed. The main issue that we're going to have versus their deck is that they have really good removal. They have the Hate Spike, they have the Death Grasp, lots of ways to kill Mr. Ekko. That's why the Spell Shield would have been nice. I'm also down to play Forsaken Bakai and Time Trick this turn instead, and still try to go for Chamber of Renewal. I think in this matchup, or like this region combination in general, we should have a high priority on the Spell Shield landmark because it's just so good into them. Or we can do like Scrying Sands, right? And block that bird. Try to play for the board. I'm kind of down for that. Then we can play Ekko, Time Trick in next turn if we want. Alright, interesting. Let's play Forsaken Bakai then. What we got? Chamber? Nice. The Chamber of Renewal. We can play Chamber on 4 then, and try to continue our game plan that we were thinking of and do Ekko on 6. I also need to float a little bit, right? Passing? Okay. I will accept that pass, since Chamber is exactly where we want it. So let's open attack here, pressure their current board before playing the landmark and allowing them to set up a 4-cost blocker. I hope they do not play Aloof Travelers this turn. If they play Aloof, it will discard my Heimer, unless I use Flash to protect Heimer, which I will probably do. And then we'll lose our Wombo combo, but it'll keep Heimer safe in our hand. Alright, do not do it. Do not play Aloof here. Please do not play Aloof. Actually, wait, I can't play Flash. I'd have to play Flash during the combat. No, please, not my Heimer. Do not aloof me. I would have needed to Flash earlier if I knew they're going to aloof, but I don't technically know if they're going to. Don't do it. I can't respond. to your units. Please let me play my Chamber of Renewal and have a safe Heimer. Also, I guess they could also be on Landmark Destruction, which is kind of cringe. So I hope they don't do that. If they play a Landmark Destruction card right now, like the little Portal Pioneer, I'm going to rage so hard, and you're going to hear it. It will be a headphones warning, because I promise I'll get really mad. Don't do it. Don't show me the Portal Pioneer. Please let us get away with this Wombo combo. I need to. I need my Heimer. I need my Heimer to be nice. No! Okay. Woo! Now, even if they do top deck Portal Pioneer, they don't have the mana. I pre-fired that no, though. Did you hear that? I was, like, pre-scared. So we should be fine. There's nothing they can do for 2. They do get first action next turn, though, so I guess they could still do, like, Aloof on 5. Oh, okay. Is that Quick Attack? Yo! Quick Attack Legion's kind of wicked. So they're actually all-inning the Yuumi side of things a little bit more. They do care about attach and also having strong allies for the board. So that is going to be something that we need to consider now moving forward. Just don't aloof me. If you aloof me, I'm just going to start playing Ekko or something and like leveling him. And we'll just play around Ekko, which is like, I would say it's boring. It's really not boring. It's kind of cool. But I still want to do the Heimer. And we can play Ekko after and really satisfy that subplot. Ooh, it's too late. Too little too late. We are not allowing that to happen. Boom, Heimer. Boom. We'll block that. I don't want to take 5 to face. That's kind of cringe. We're not doing all that. And then we can flash, see what we get a 3-cost turret, and then start letting this Heimer pop off. He's so strong from the bench right now. 4-5 with Spell Shield. Flash. We got Castigate. Kill all followers. That includes my own turrets, though. That's kind of sus. But I don't know. Maybe we can use that at some point. And then next turn could definitely be Ekko angle. We can level him in combats. Or we can level him before combat. Play a bunch of turrets and stuff still. I have a feeling they're going to use removal. Oh, or we can Progress Day. Progress Day would be really interesting and just really play around these turrets. Wait, guys, I'm pretty sure that's the play. Forget about Ekko, forget about voice. I think it's time for Poggers Day. T-Hex. Alright, we are going to Wombo Combo off, because now we also have a new chamber, and they're going to destroy it. If they didn't have Landmark Destruction, we'd play, like, new chamber next turn, have Spell Shield Ekko on top of this. Like, we're actually kind of cooking. Alright, let's get the leveled Heimer, so we can do this. Nice. Get another Ekko. Level the Heimer. Look at that. Alright, we're kind of insane here. We can attack with this. And why not? We can attack with that too. Right? Is it okay to attack with that? Nah, let's just do the T-Hex. Because I think next turn we can play Voice. And then just have some blockers. Or strong attackers. Yeah, summon another dude. That is pretty fine. I'm not going to do the Ancient Prep. Need the board space. I don't think they're going to open attack anyways. I think they play Mordekaiser here. Mordekaiser. In which I can do my 0-mana Ancient Prep. Let Mord swing. Just kind of see what happens. Yuumi! Alright, no Mord. No Mord. Interesting. I think it's time for the Voice of the Risen.
Our stories, our struggles have built this empire.
Yeah, now we're like crazy strong. Yeah, we can pass that. Now once we get like chrono breaks going, dude, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so insane. I want them to attack this turn. No more passing, please. Attack with your quick attack unit at the very least. That way I can play the chamber. Yeah, just him is fine. But please, like, one more would be cool. You can attack with your 8-4. Why not, right? Please attack with your 8-4 for me. Okay, we didn't get it. Fine, here's my 3-1. You can have that. Now it's time to start popping off. You ready? Okay, it's not time to start popping off. I forgot about that. That was the pre-pop off. I forgot about the landmark destruction, but also -2 mana punk. I'll just have an unsafe Echo. And then we play for Chrono Break. Echo. There's also a world where we do the Castigate at some point.
I love it when things converge like that.
If it ain't my favorite time-traveling genius, punk buddy.
Well, I'd be weirded out if I wasn't.
We have 2 time trick attempts in order to get to our chrono breaks, so that way we can rally. So let's attack with Echo. 10-3, 5-3, all fantastic. The 3-3 is a bit meh to attack with. I'd rather keep that as a blocker unless I know I'm getting chrono break. And then attack with the Voice of Risen on far right. Remember guys, if you're playing any Echo deck that has Voice of Risen, always attack with Voice on the far right. That way the aura for her attack power stays on the board the entire attack chain. If you attack with Voice of Risen first and she dies, you will lose the bonus. She needs to stay on the board for the extra attack. Bye-bye T-Hex. Echo Swing. Bye-bye Spectral Iron Hound. Hate Spike. That is very, very rude. Let's do Flash real quick. If I get a 6-cost spell to stop that, I can. Well, well, what do you know? I mean, I'm not going to be able to get a time trick off, though, but hey, it's whatever. Get to keep my Echo alive. That could be worth... We also get an elusive turret, and he's big. I think we're in a really strong position. Death Grasp. Alright, we are getting all the removal, too. So, goodbye Echo. We do have another one, so it's okay. But this is what happens when you play against a very heavy control deck. It feels like you're winning for a while. And then they refuse to surrender. And then they're going to one-shot me somehow, watch. That's the crazy part. Turret. Turret. And Ancient Prep. See if we can find that Chrono Break. We can. Wow, there's 2 of them there. So now we can Chrono Break on defense if we want, which is really good. I think that will be worth doing. 4 cards in hand. Mordekaiser can level pretty soon. We do have to worry about that. But what I want to do is replace the Ancient Prep with the Echo. Oh, no, now they're full sending it. Alright, interesting, interesting. Very good, I suppose. We can sacrifice most of our things, though. Let's do this. Let's do... I mean, don't we want to, like, full sack? They can't ride negation me or anything like that. So we should just kill everything off. Yeah. Everything of ours dies. We want to block inefficiently so that we can res everything. I think we'll res with, like, weaker turrets, though. But that's not going to matter too much. We're taking away most of the board, minus the 9-5. And again, I can play the Chrono Break and replace the Ancient Prep. Which means we need a Chrono Break first. What if they Ruination? Wait, I just realized. That's kind of rude. You think they have that? If they do, I don't think I care. Because I will rally, play Echo, play Apex Turret, and we should just win. Echo, Apex Turret, and Chronomancer should be a lot of damage. Yeah, it'd be enough to win. And they would need to Ruination now. So if they Ruination, we win. We have them on lockdown. Yep, very fun game though. Look at that. Heimerdinger Wombo combo using the Chrono Break from Ekko. Alright, and for the second example game, we have SGP. We have Fallen Feline in opening hand. Love that. Perfectionist and Drop Border. I think we can mulligan away the Drop Border and try to play around Feline here with Double Predict. Again, we always want Drop Border in the deck, not in our hand. We have Chamber of Renewal, so we can play around Spell Shield Champion again, too. It'd be nice if we get Ekko this game and play around him. Because I think with the extra HP and also Spell Shield, he should be very safe into Bilgewater PNZ. They have to use like 3 spells on him. But the early Hexite Crystal is nice. Invest in that right away. Open attack here is good. I guess we could float 2 mana. That way we have Hexite Crystal mana if we do predict and see it. Or we can have Time Trick mana, be pretty happy too. Pass. Oh, Heimer. Heimer. So I do think I see what we are doing. We're playing Practical Perfectionist this turn. Oh. Ezreal. Oh. Well. Never mind, I guess. I need to be able to float 3 mana for a Flash Heimer combo. Sure. So I go into 4 floating 1. If I full floats... Wait, 4 floating 1. 4 floating 2. I think we can do it. Listen, bro. My math is not the best, alright? Skip. I don't want extra copies of any of that. So do we give them that Mystic, or do we Scrying Sands? If we give them the Mystic, then they shoot my 4-2, that's fine. Then I can go into 4 floating 2. Then I can play Chamber. With the 1 extra mana, it will go to 3. And then I can do Heimer Flash. So we have to give them the Mystic. There we go. I just needed a little extra minute to do the math, alright guys? Not my strong suit. It's alright. We can give them the 4-2. If I thought ahead, I'd let them do the attack and then Mystic something like my 2-1 and then go next, but hey, we gotta do the math when we can. But also, they would probably just accept the pass. And then I'd be behind. So, ZC's fine. Let's go ahead and attack with both. Get a little bit of pressure. 3 damage to face, or some damage on Ezreal. What would you prefer? 3 damage to face it is. Then we do the Chamber of Renewal. Hopefully they do not have... Okay, they do not. No landmark destruction here. Chamber. And then Heimer. It's so funny how we're playing around Chamber Heimer twice. It's good though. It's really good. I just find it funny. New way to play Heimer. Never seen him played like so proactively before. Usually Heimer's in like pretty hard control decks. And he's just there as like resource. But this Heimer is actually here to cook. Boomerang Blade. An ally strikes the strongest and weakest enemy. That's so good for Heimer. Wait, that's so good. The strongest and the weakest. Wait, that's so good. What's a 7-cost turret? Oh, barrier? That's also so good. Wait, I don't need a Scrying Sands. Oh, okay, it's good. We get Ekko, though. They don't even have enough mana for the Mystic. Oh my goodness, I goofed. I should have chosen the Clockling. I thought they had 2 mana. I couldn't see over there. Alright, this game is wacky. Don't worry about it, though. I'm so dizzy on the Boomerang Blade. It's gonna strike that Ballistic Bot, isn't it? So we have 8 mana. Gonna go ahead and play Forsaken Bakai first. And then we can hit that Flash. Now let's see if they play Ignition, and then Ballistic Bot will no longer be the weakest. Because I want Boomerang Blade to hit the Funsmith and also the Ezreal. That's not chill at all, my friend. That was so cap already. I can't believe they did that first before ignition. That's so annoying. No way they have a combination to actually kill my Heimer here. Dude, I'm gonna be so livid. Why wouldn't they ignition first? I played the Forsaken Bakai so that they would ignition, and then I'd be able to kill the Ezreal. It's fine. Heimerdinger's striking. That's all that matters here. He's absolutely gaming.
I rarely forget, but never.
Unbreakable as thermodynamics.
I concur. I concur, my friends. One more turret, and then we can level Heimer here. So I guess it's just gonna be time trick, right? Oh, another... Dude, we have so much flash of brilliance. That's so hype. And also the random spells are kind of fun to play around. Barley! Oh, let's flash first. We could get protection, right? Ooh, we got Boomerang Blade again! Oh my god, what are the odds? I'm going to do that right now. I'm gonna do that right now. And then Heimer, it's a one-man army. He's killing everything. How is this happening? I've never seen such a thing, ever. In all my years playing Legends of Runeterra, this is my first time seeing something this goofy. This is the subplot that we need in Arcane Season 2. I'm telling ya. This is what the subplot is all about. Very consistent Chamber Heimer combos, apparently. You're not doing nothing to me. What, you're going to grant my Heimer vulnerable? I don't care. Heimer's gonna level and go to 6 health. I do not care. I'm gonna play the Stomper first then. Because they could still attack, and then I want the barrier on that. The barrier on the block. Uh-huh. This is just way too funny. This is way too funny. What if they have another Make It Rain, though? Aren't I gonna be kind of mad?
This is my time.
Full send, baby! Don't you make it rain. No? Don't you do it. Mystic. Double up? Ow! Ow! Well, I could do Time Trick and try to find my one of Riot Negation, or I play around the Chamber Echo. Oh, Riot Negation it is. Let's go find it. Ready? Well, you know what? Hey, there's always skip angle. We get our extra turret out of it. That's not Riot Negation. That's not Riot Negation at all, actually. Well, rest in peace. Ow. Alright, we need to rely on the Echo. I was ready for it, though. That's fine. We can very easily do that. It's gonna be Echo win con. They're playing so control-y. A lot of removal. Play that. And then we'll play the Chamber. Then we can have a Spell Shield Echo. Pass. Probably replace the Wrench bot. We don't need that anymore. Oh, we got a new Heimer. Hello, new Heimer. Very strong boy. But I will be playing the Echo here. Sunken Temple. Fascinating. I can't replace the unit, right? Like the landmark? Because it won't give it to me. Fine.
Got a good feeling about tomorrow. Never had luck, never needed.
Spell Shield Echo. And then we can do Voice of Risen. I could also do Fallen Feline and just replace something for Voice of Risen. That also sounds pretty good. What? You're gonna take off my Echo Spell Shield? While also summoning your Shark? That's pretty reasonable. You can do that, yeah? Oh, you're sharking Matt. Well, okay. I'm going to do voice now then. And then you can't. You can't do that.
We must tell our stories,
Bad.
lest they be
Bad shark. No. Bad shark. Do not try to eat my drop border. That is way too thematically appropriate. Not my surfer getting attacked by the shark. Let's actually replace it.
out of greed. I got you, little guy. Could have sworn he said something.
Alright, and then we can open attack. Again, just like last match, a voice arisen on the far right. Do not forget that. Very important. Very, very important. And then we should win here. There's like nothing they can do about this. You cannot deal with Ekko with 4 HP and also this wide board. I promise. I don't care what you have in there. There is just physically no way while at 8 health. Ow, second double up. That's just kind of rude. Got him. Game 2 down. And this one we got to play around Ekko a little bit more. And for the final game, of course, we have the cult classic Lurk. Wouldn't be a day without fighting Lurk at least once. Riot Negation is really good into Pike Spell, and we also run it at 1, so we should keep that in our opening hand. We could probably get rid of the Flash. Do Fallen Feline on 1, Bakai on 2, and then we'll start working out the rest of our hands. Feline on 1 for sure. Always Feline on 1, that way we can start predicting after the Hexite Crystal is already in the deck. Also, we're attacking on odds. That's just a nice little thing to have. Another Fallen Feline? Wait, guys, this could be the game 3 where we play around our third actual win con. So like number 1 and 2 is Ekko and Heimer, depending on which one you draw. Win con number 3 is Fallen Feline. I'm not kidding. Double Fallen Feline and multiple predicts is really scary. For them. Alright. That's 2 Hexite Crystals. Now, show me. Hey, that's not Hexite Crystal at all. What the? Do the time trick then. And then we should open attack. Bonk bonk. If they play Snapjaw Swarm, we can block it. No problem. Play the Ancient Prep after. But yeah, we don't want to play Ancient Prep and then they play like a 3-3. Obviously, that'd be bad for us. So that's why I do it in this order. Nice Hexite Crystal. Very good. Predict the Chronomancer. And then we float 2. That way we have Hexite Crystal mana. Now they can't play. Now they can't play like the rest of the game. It's just going to be a concede angle. It's so hard for Lurk or any like aggro or mid-range deck to play into Hexite Crystal. They just kind of lose. We can also do it during combat. And unless they're weird, they should not be running Rite of Negation or anything that could stop it. Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai. Sure, I'm just going to play the Chronomancer then. Heimer, Flash. Alright. Yo, Heimer it is. What are you doing, lad? Alright, that's just an Hexite Crystal angle. Bye-bye. That's going to be an FF. Ready? 3, 2, 1. The opponent has surrendered. Huh? For game 3? A quick FF? No? Right. Okay, apparently not. Apparently not, lads. Alright, well, so be it. Let us open attack, take our 6 damage. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Let them play below 5 so we know it's not Pike Spell. Cool. Play Heimer. Play Time Trick. I think I want Flash of Brilliance over Ekko. Is that weird? Could be. It would have been a leveled Ekko too, so I actually don't know. I think maybe Ekko would have been better because we have Voice of Risen in hand. We'd have to play them both. But like, there's something about this Heimer that's just screaming to me. Yeah, this Heimer wants to be a gamer for sure. Ooh, Divine Whirlwind. That's really good. Deal 3 to a unit. And 2 to the enemy nexus. You know? Oh. Replace. Let's do this one first. Replace you. And replace you. And then we should just win on open attack with Riot Negation. Like, this is just so far gone. I've never seen a rinse like this fast before. Yeah, GG. Farewell, Lurk. Heimer Ekko subplot prevails. And that's it for this Arcane deck rundown. Extra shout out to the patrons on screen. Much love and thank you for supporting. With an extra hell yeah to Verdobe, who subscribed to the highest Patreon tier. So yeah, to wrap things up, this deck is actually really fun to play. I think it helps that with Predict, you can manipulate your hand to draw basically whatever card you want at any given time, which also increases the consistency a lot. Make sure to drop a sub and a like if you enjoyed this video. I make meta deck videos along with beginner guides and fun little series like this one. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.